Hello everyone, and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. This is Jeff. Today I'm going to start building this monstrosity of a Harry Potter set. As mentioned in an earlier video, I do have the older version that came out probably, I want to say like 13 years ago, maybe 14, I don't know, maybe longer. Anyway, I enjoy Harry Potter sets. I love the detail in this one. There's a lot to it. And I apologize if a little annoying white cat circles around me or jumps on this table. He's known to be annoying, and well, I'm not going to edit him out. I'll push him out of the screen, but I'm not going to edit him out. So what I plan on doing is I plan on doing a series of videos on this, about an hour long each, until this is completed. Because I don't know how long it's going to take, I can't tell you if it'll be 8 parts, 9 parts, or who knows, 20. I don't know. But just to show you, this is completely sealed. I got no head start on it at all. And now that I've shown you that, let's go ahead and open this. Safety first, guys. Oh, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. Please, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And if it's your first time, please subscribe. And hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of any and all new videos that come out. In addition, leave a comment below and share this on other social media. In addition, you can visit my Bricklink store. It's called A Chip Off the Old Block. And yeah, that was some bags falling. All right, let me go ahead and dump these bags and let's take a look at what we got in here. Looks like we got a couple boxes in here. Well, I'll give one box. I thought a couple, just one. All right. So here we go. It doesn't look like any of these are bag number 1, so let's go ahead and set these aside for now. And let's open this box and pray there is box number 1 or bag number 1 in here. Just out of curiosity, have you guys ever had problems with your Lego bags? Because I run a Lego store, I have literally bought over 10,000 sets and parted them out and resold them over the years. And I can tell you that about 4 or 5 occasions, I have had sets where it's missing a bag, but another bag is duplicated in there. So there was like 2 number 1s, no number 2. Just curious if you guys ever had that problem, and if you have, please let me know. Okay, some sort of keep it between us 21 box. It's a little damaged, but okay, good enough. All right, I did find bag number 1. Oh, two bag number 1. All right, let's organize this. Let's see what bag number 1 has in store. 3 things of stickers. All right. Oh, 4. I apologize. There's A, B, C, and D. Oh. All right. Without further ado, let's open book number 1. Book number 1, and it's going to be this building here. All right, just so you guys can see this better, I'm going to go ahead and change the view of the camera so that it is focused in on what I'm doing, these pieces right here. That way it won't be so boring and so far away from y'all. Just give me a second to adjust that, and I'll do that. All right, to get started, let's open up the bags here. I did notice that the very front of the building is going to have a cobblestone type street. And bear with me, because I'm going to be building this as a mirror image of what is in the book, so that way you guys can see it, which is great for you guys, but I'm already a confused person, so this should be fun. Okay. All right, let's start off with here. All right. All right, let's try to make this easy. All right, looks like they're starting us off with the cobblestone street, which I swear I did not get this idea from here for my Lego City mock, if you're watching that, because that's coming up soon. I actually do have pictures of a Lego City that I built about 10 years ago, which is the first time that I came up with the idea. But you know, that's the really cool thing about Lego, is that, you know, we all have our unique ideas, and you know, it's not impossible for somebody else, somewhere else, to have a similar or very, very, very similar idea. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just means I got good taste, because they got good taste. Or is it the other way around? They have good taste because I have good taste. Doesn't matter. The point is, Legos are an awesome toy to play with, and yes, I do consider them a toy. It's also an art, and Legos I find are very relaxing. All right, so for those of you who are married or in a long-term relationship, you might appreciate this next story I'm going to tell you. About 10 years ago, from 2008 to 2011, my wife and our family were stationed in Germany. My wife's the one in the military, not me. And thank you for her service. She's done a great job serving our country. And while we were there, my wife calls me one day and says, "Hey, do you mind if I bring over a single soldier for lunch? She doesn't really have any family here, and what, you know." Of course, I mean, we've done that before. In fact, we used to like to host having people, single soldiers, over our home during the holidays. And let me turn that off. So we used to have soldiers over for that, for the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. And it was a tradition that my dad did when he was in the Navy a few times. And so we decided to carry that on. So anyway, we had this lady over for lunch. And she was about our age. We were in our early 30s then. And when this lady came over, she saw that I had a room dedicated to Legos as well as the living room, and she was a bit condescending, and she told my wife, she says, "Well, don't you ever get sick of a grown man playing with toys?" And I can't use the exact language she used because this is my YouTube channel, which I don't swear on. And my wife's response was one that made me proud. My wife told her, "You know, I don't mind him playing with Legos. In fact, it's one of the best things that he could ever do." Because a lot of men, they hang out with their friends. They don't see their kids much. They're gone, you know, they spend money on beer and all that stuff. And my wife says, "Look, with him having his hobby of Legos, at least I always know where he's at. He's not out womanizing. He's not out drinking. He's, you know, he's spending time with the kids." Because my kids always, well, can't say always, but they enjoyed Legos when they were younger. Of course, now 3 of them are grown and adults out of the house. And well, my 16-year-old, I think he's more interested in just, I think he's just more interested in girls working and money and driving his car, newfound freedom. But when they were younger, my children enjoyed it. My one daughter, who is now 19, she used to build Lego furniture for me. And in fact, maybe in a later video, I will show you some of that furniture that she created. And some of it was her own creations, and some of it was stuff that she got off the internet. At the time that she did it, Pinterest wasn't a thing, but there were message boards, there were other places to get these ideas from, and she got a few of them from there, made her own, and it was fun because not only did I teach her, or not teach her, but help her learn more about Legos and how to design things and patience, because, well, we order from Bricklink and we all know how long some sellers are to get their stuff to us. So anyway, she learned the skill of patience, she learned how to plan and how to budget, because, well, let's get real, I didn't have much money, so at the time I would tell her the most I could do is $5 a week, and of course, you know, with Bricklink, even 10 years ago, that is your shipping cost essentially. So she would have to save a month's worth before she really was able to buy anything. However, Amanda decorated the White Hotel that I will start building at some point. She is the one who planned the characters in there and in the ballroom. So you see the ladies with the dresses, which are really slopes that are decorated or printed on. Those were her ideas, as well as some of the furniture in the rooms were her idea. And so the hobby of Lego is very interesting. It can be very beneficial, and in so many different ways. Creative, help connect with your kids, because my son Spencer, he also got into it too. He is now 16, and he built a Spider-Man using 1x1 bricks. So I guess you call those a mural. And he got the idea off the internet, and he built it when he was 8. And even though at some point I did need the pieces, I never ever tore it apart. And what was really cool about that was when we moved from Virginia to here a little over a year ago, I found that plate with Spider-Man on it, and it was wedged in between 2 cabinets. And I had totally forgot about that gem, and so did he. But you should have seen the look on his face when I pulled that out and he realized that I had saved it all these years later. Talk about a great connection with your kids. Legos are beneficial in so many ways. About the only way I can say they're not beneficial is your pocketbook, but you know, there's a price for everything, and it's a small price to pay to have this much fun, really. All right, so we're getting the bottom layer, it looks like, almost done here. All right. It's always fun looking for pieces, especially the round ones that like to roll all over the place. So, and this is, I think this is interesting already. I like the detail with the sidewalk going around the doorways and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. So my hat's off to Lego and their wonderful ideas. But if you wouldn't mind leaving a comment below, maybe you have a story like mine. Has Legos helped you connect with your kids? And if they have, I'd really like to hear about it. You don't got to use your kids' names or anything. Just let me know the story and let me know maybe one of the builds that you guys did together, or one of the builds that they did on their own. That maybe their own creations, maybe their very first one or something. Love to hear those kind of stories. I'm a grandfather, and of course my granddaughter, she's only 2, but she already knows what Duplos are, and she's got her own, and yeah, imagine that. So anyway, Legos and kids, what can you say? this is some sort of shelf that we're building. I'm sorry, I don't think I'm staying in camera here. Of course, I can't tell because the camera's across the room from me, but I will try to stay in this general area so I know that I'm within camera. Am I seeing right? I sure am. I'm not recognizing what this is yet, but I mean, like I said, I can tell it's some sort of display or cabinet. Hopefully it'll become more obvious here in a minute. All right, that's that. Okay, I don't recognize what these are, but I know that they're commonly used as the top part of the helmet in many different sets, but as far as this, maybe ink, taking a guess at that. And since this is a Harry Potter set, I wouldn't mind hearing a few comments from you guys and to know what your favorite Harry Potter show is. I think that would be pretty interesting. All right, so it's actually built into the wall. It looks like some sort of merchandise that's on sale in this store. That's what it looks like to me. Alright, not very interesting, just 5 1x4 bricks put together. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have a little plant area here. So it looks like it's actually gonna be 2 buildings here. I love these. Bricks modify the masonry profile to the eye. I mean, I've used so many of those in my Lego City mock so far, and I'm gonna use a lot more just because I love the detail that it gives using these. No, see, this is what happens when you're trying to mirror the build. You can't. You put the door on backwards. Okay, so those. I've seen Lego do that recently, where the doors are opening to the inside, which is a little different. I'm used to it the other way around, but yeah, you know, this is Lego's idea. And I'm not ready to mock this set. I don't know Harry Potter that well. Sorry if you can hear the notifications on my phone, since I do have sun that's out working right now, I kind of have to leave that so I can at least see it when it pops up in case it is something that's important. All right. Let's get this going. Again, I'm not sure what this is just yet. Keep going here. All right, looks like we're coming upon our first sticker here. Oh, I see. These are supposed to be some sort of book. You know, with the scrolls on the end of it. So, it says sticker A1. Oh, good thing I didn't tell me to put A1 steak sauce on there. All right, there we go. Well, I actually have two cats. And the other one's loud and boisterous when he wants attention. So if he sees me sitting here for too long without saying something to him, you're probably going to hear him. He has quite the cry and the annoying habit of eating plastic. Yeah, you heard me right. He eats plastic. Looks like the windowsills are going to be here. And of course, I really like these curved fences. They open up the possibility so that your builds aren't so blocky. They really add for some neat stuff. All right. Okay, so it looks like maybe after all this is going to be the basement or something, because I'm seeing that this right here goes over to cover that. Okay, there's the second one. That's interesting. I might have missed a step here. I sure did. More of these masonry bricks here. Okay. We got that. Okay, so I have very few pieces left. However, it doesn't look like I have everything I need. So I'm going to improvise and use yellow instead of clear for right now. I've got plenty in the basement. I can just go grab one later off camera and take care of that. Oh, never mind. They made it look clear. It's actually white. Yeah, I don't want to complain about Lego because I do like it a lot, but that is one of the shortcomings they have, the fact that the colors sometimes in instructions just are as clear as mud, especially when you get into black and dark gray. Oh man, I think Lego needs to invest a little bit more money in their ink to make it more obvious the color they're trying to convey to us. Yeah, that's right. All right, looks like we're building a desk. And we've got another sticker. And it looks like it's some sort of writing on here. Come complete with a pen. and a lamp. And that will be going on the inside of here. And that completes bag number 1. We are left with a few extra pieces as always. So let me see if I can fish out bag number 2 and start on that. And it looks like we have our first minifigure. And that's one thing this set does have a lot of. It looks, look at the box, I didn't count how many, but it looks about a dozen. Okay, looks like he's got a receding hairline there. Okay, and then next we have a piece that I had not seen before, and it's some sort of cabinet, trunk or something to hide stuff in. And there's going to be a magic wand in this one. Doesn't look like you could really fit much else in there. Not even most Lego tools would fit in there. Next, we've got a good old candlestick coming up. Kind of reminds me of Candlestick Park in San Francisco. My father was stationed at Moffett Field Naval Air Station, which is no longer there. Well, it's no longer a Naval Air Station, it's there. It's a federal facility, last I knew. But anyway, yeah, here in Candlestick Park reminds me of that area where I spent the early years of my life. And if you're not familiar with Moffett Field, it's actually a very interesting base in that it's old and it has 3 giant hangars to it. And the hangars were used to house blimps back in the day when, and I know they're not officially called blimps, they're called something else. But anyway, they had blimps in there, and each of the hangars, that's how big these blimps were. They each required their own hangar, and the giant black and dark gray color one was so big that clouds would actually form inside of it. That's how big it was. Of course, I don't know which hangar one of the blimps crashed years and years ago, and they of course didn't house blimps while I was there. Instead they housed just regular old airplanes, well, military airplanes. And last I looked on Google Maps, Hangar 1, which is the biggest hangar out of them all, they had removed the entire shell to the thing so that there is only the skeleton of it, which is not how I remember it. Okay, so we've got this. Okay, so we need to build. Oh, okay. Wrong. It goes in front of, right? Yes. Got that. Okay, next we need yet another magic wand. Inside one of these compartments again, carrying cases, whatever. Don't know what they are. All right. That's I love how Lego just throws in one of these panels to kind of hurry up the building. All right. This isn't Lego's biggest set ever. I think the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon for $800 is the largest one. However, this one is pretty large. It's got about a little over 5,000 pieces to it, which is great, except for if you step on any of them. Alright, using those jumper plates to off-center these pillars or posts. Okay. Well, if I could find that piece. There we are. This is pretty interesting use of Technic here. They're actually using the Technic to connect to the off-center posts. Because the Technic bricks, the holes don't line up with the studs on top, but it does line up with the jumper plate on there on the bottom. Like I said, pretty interesting use of Technic. Never seen it that way before. Which is another reason that I really enjoy looking at Pinterest, YouTube videos, Lego sets, because I may not copy them, and I know it's never my intention to copy them, but I learn techniques or I see something cool and I think, oh man, I could incorporate that in one of my builds. And I think it's really cool because the diversity of the Lego pieces and how, you know, this could be a pen, a quill today, and it could be a Roman soldier's top of his helmet, another. I really like that about Lego, how diverse the pieces are and how universal, I guess is the right word, not diverse, but Really enjoy that. Some of these half circle tiles. Make sure I got everything. Yes, I did. Looks like we're building some sort of bookcase next. And by the way, I really did like Lego's use of the bookcases in the bookstore that I built recently, the modular building. It's really interesting how they use the studs on the sides, the modified plates. Really clever way of using those pieces in that manner to convey books in a bookcase. And I will say, one thing I think Lego's done really well over the last 20 years is the invention or release of new colors. An example of that would be, 20 years ago when they came out with the original Star Wars Millennium Falcon. It was very hard for them to build because they didn't do any new colors. And then I remember they re-released it sometime after that again, and at that point they had come out with dark red, and that was really interesting. And I believe they even used the old light grays and the dark grays, and then now they have a light bluish gray and a light dark bluish gray. I'm sorry, they have both those colors, light bluish and dark bluish gray. And yeah, they've come out with a bunch of colors. And then of course, you know, you've got the friend sets that are intended for girls, which I don't feel like they're for girls, because I've been known to buy and part those sets just because I like the vibrant colors. But that was the original purpose, was to hopefully include girls on the Lego hobby. And over the last 20 years, Legos has come out with quite a few different colors. Dark brown that I've been using right here is one of them, and the dark purple, the sand green here. I think orange is, I can't remember the first time I saw it, maybe in a Coast Guard set, if I remember right. But then again, we're talking about ancient history. And yeah, I've been around that long sometimes. I feel that way at least. Oh, okay. That's a double jumper plate. I was wondering. It's a little weird there. Starting to believe this is the bookcase that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. It's like we're building some sort of strange sandwich here with the yellow, brown, yellow, or orange, brown, yellow. Orange, brown, orange. Gee, maybe I need to go to bed. And now we've got green, green, and it looks like brown. Sorry, now again I gotta flip this around because building in reverse mirror is kind of agonizing, really. Okay, so I need one more of those. Okay. Oh, okay. So now we're going to reverse. Well, not really. We're going to have a different kind of a sandwich. Dark purple, orange, and dark purple. That's turned out to be pretty nice. At least it's not like building the Taj Mahal where they tell you to build something as complicated as this, and then they say, oh, by the way, do it 12 times. Okay, let's see. Oh, one off. There we go. All right, so here's the bookshelf inside of here. The magic wand. And sorry if you heard my rather noisy cat. He's all of 8 pounds, but you sure make sure you hear every single ounce of that. Wait a minute, I'm not seeing how that goes. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, so this magic wand case gets wedged in here. According to the instructions, or as my father-in-law likes to call them, destructions. So where's those pieces in it? Oh, I already used it. Okay, good. Next we're building, it looks like a checkout counter. Slowly but surely making progress. We're coming to the end of bag number 2. All right, sticker time. Looks like some more writing, very similar to the last sticker. and another what's supposed to be like an ink quill. And yet another sticker, I guess representing an old-time cash register. All right, there we go. Looks like that is complete, and that goes in here. All right, I'm not sure what we're building next, but let's get to it. I'm not really sure what this is, and it hasn't become any more clear as I'm working on it, what this is. But I guess we'll find out. Okay, this is it so far. Okay, I see that. Still not obvious to me what this little piece is going to be. Okay. Okay, looks like we got yet another one of these compartments for magic wands. I think I've already mentioned this, but I think that's a really cool addition to the Harry Potter pieces, as I don't remember seeing those in any other sets. Of course, I've been known to be wrong once or twice. Of course, there's the old famous saying that I thought I was wrong once, then I found I was only mistaken. I'm not that arrogant. But it's funny nonetheless. Okay, so that one goes there. And oh, it looks like it's just a staircase. Okay. Well, I apologize. I didn't see that at first. I was scratching my head there trying to figure this one out. And I apologize for that noise you're hearing in the background. Again, that's just the cat. His whole entire 8 pounds throwing it around everywhere because he's kind of throwing a tantrum. He's not getting attention. that's one of the main instances where I wish Legos were a little more clear on what they're asking you to do, because sometimes their pages just don't have enough color to them, or they're not bright enough to illuminate the way. All right, so we are missing a piece. It's not here. I didn't use it up. Doesn't happen very often, but it does. But I've got plenty down in the basement. Okay, cool. So I guess the staircase can be used to swivel around. Interesting. Huh. It says yet I'm missing another piece. This is really unusual for Lego to be missing anything at all, let alone two pieces. No, not in the bags down here. Okay, well, I think a trip to the basement might be in order quicker than I thought. It's the dark tan 1x4 plate that's missing here. That one goes that way. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's pretty clever. They built, oh, no, I'm not missing it. It was covered. Thank goodness, I like that. Okay, so it swivels and the railing's on the right side, that it comes here instead of coming, be on this side, coming into contact and of course making it impossible to go there. So very interesting little feature. Next they want us to build two little lamps. Okay, now we find out what these little hooks were for. They're for holding the lamps together. Oh, there it is. All right, that completes bag number 2. And we've got one minifigure in place now with a carrying case for a magic wand. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video for tonight. We will resume this at a different time. I appreciate you guys watching, and if you've enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If this is your first time here, or if you just haven't subscribed yet, please hit the red subscribe button, usually at the bottom right of the screen. And also leave a comment below. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of any new videos. And it seems like here lately I'm coming out with quite a few, so please enjoy the ride. And share this on other social media platforms. Share it to other LEGO friends that you may have. Let them know that this channel's here. We're interesting. We've got dad jokes as far as the eye can see and the ears can hear. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed bag number 1 and 2 of the Harry Potter 75978 Diagon Alley. We'll be back at a later time to do bag 3 and so on and so forth. Alright, have a good night.